In this week's video, we'll take a trip to Deep Creek Cemetery near Boyd, Texas. But first, my name is Tui Snider. I write books, I give talks, and I do a lot of research. I love finding interesting things and then sharing them with you. So please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Today, we're going to go to Deep Creek Cemetery. This beautiful country burial ground is a short drive up the road from Boyd, Texas. Getting there takes you on a pretty country drive through tree-lined lanes. If the weather is good, you might even want to take a picnic with you. You can't drive directly to Deep Creek Cemetery. You have to park your car, then walk through this gate. The cemetery will be nowhere in sight. So make sure you wear good shoes because it's a half-mile stroll down a pretty country lane to reach this historic graveyard. The town of Deep Creek took its name from the steep banks of a nearby waterway where early settlers arrived from East Texas with their family and friends in 1854. Thanks to that deep creek, the newcomers were able to raise cattle, corn, and that ever-important crop, cotton. When you visit Deep Creek Cemetery, keep your eye out for Miss Sallie Bowman's pretty, weather-worn monument, which, if you consider the cemetery gate shown in this photo to be the front of the cemetery, Sallie Bowman's grave is towards the back edge of the graveyard. We don't always know the story behind the names we see in historic cemeteries, but the tale of Sallie Bowman gives us a real taste of what life was like in the Wild West. Life in Deep Creek was far from easy, but things actually went pretty well until 1868. That's when 16-year-old Sallie Bowman found herself surrounded by Comanches. She was tending her family's prize herd of fine horses. As the teen sped home on her trusty steed, 3 Native Americans followed her in hot pursuit. Sallie actually came quite close to escaping, but as she approached a neighbor's farm, all the homeowners could do was watch in terror as 2 gunshots sent the teenage girl tumbling to the ground. Both bullets struck her in the back, and they were fired at such close range that they actually set her dress on fire. Sadly, although her father was a doctor, the young girl quickly succumbed to her wounds. People in the Deep Creek community felt so terrible about her death that they pitched in and erected this beautiful monument in Sallie Bowman's honor. If this cemetery and its monuments weren't here, it'd be so easy to forget all the history that's tied to this land. Also, like so many cemeteries, many people claim that Deep Creek Cemetery is haunted. Could the ghostly female apparition reported here be that of Sallie Bowman? Paranormal investigators have captured EVPs and photos of orbs here, especially in the area near Sallie Bowman's grave. There are also claims of a mysterious glowing headstone, although I haven't been able to track down exactly which headstone people are talking about. When you visit, keep your eye out for wire markers with little signs that read GPRS scattered throughout Deep Creek Cemetery. GPRS stands for Ground Penetrating Radar Surface. Unfortunately, this service was required to properly realign stones that were knocked over by some stupid vandals. This is also why the gate from the main road is now locked, requiring visitors to proceed to the cemetery on foot. Haunted or not, Deep Creek Cemetery is well worth visiting when the weather is nice. If you visit during March or April, keep an eye out for bluebonnets too. It's a really beautiful place for taking photos and contemplating all the history that came before us. Deep Creek Cemetery is just one of the many places included in my travel guide to haunted places, Paranormal Texas. Before you go, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I post a new video every Sunday, but if you want some more content right now, drop by my website. It's just my name, tuisnider.com. And, of course, you can always read one of my books, or you can even say hi to me on social media. I'm especially active on Twitter, where I'm just at Tui Snider. So thanks again, and I will see you next week.